Parev and welcome to Parev-TV. My name is Lori Kupelian and I'm glad to be here to share with you an exciting interview Vartan Abdo had with Nvair Beylerian. She is the owner of the new restaurant World Flats, located on 193 Route 17 South in Paramus, New Jersey. We are happy to bring the news to the community and hope that you can visit World Flats and tell them that you heard about them on Parev-TV. We hope you enjoy the interview.
Welcome to ParevTV. Joining us is the one and only Nvair Beylerian, owner of World Flats. This is I don't know how to describe it, it's a new fast casual flatbread restaurant, Nvair. This is now open in Paramus. And I guess if we can just inform the people of the address, that will be enough, Nvair, as an interview. 193 Route 17 South in Paramus. Nvair, tell us, share your excitement with us and the community, please.
Well, thank you, Vartan. First of all, always a pleasure to chat with you, either virtually or in person. And we're very pleased and honored that actually Vartan and Adi were in the restaurant because we do have eating in, we do have some dining in, and we were able to share and feed them. So Zadeh, my husband Zadeh and I had this idea quite a while ago. COVID, by being restricted in COVID, and you put a lawyer and a history professor together in quarantine with their two adult daughters, this is kind of what comes out of it. Really, the backstory is, we all grew up with lahmacun in our freezers, right? Some of us had it fresh, but many of us had it in our freezers. Particularly growing up with a working mom who was a public school teacher and an Armenian activist and teacher in the Armenian community, there wasn't a lot of time for cooking. There was always dinner on the table, and very often it was lahmacun heated up in the oven, a pot of pilaf, and a fresh salad. So when Zadeh and I were inspired by our dear friend Hracia Janikian, God rest his soul, we were inspired to stop eating meat. And we embraced this wholeheartedly. We began experimenting with different recipes to make vegetarianism easier. One of the things, I never missed a steak, I never missed a hamburger, but the things that I didn't miss were our merjashira, the kuftes, some of the kebabs, and particularly lahmacun, and the facility of lahmacun, whether it's for a snack or a meal. So I started in my home kitchen, starting, to roll out the dough, trying to experiment with lahmacun on how I could make it vegetarian and vegan friendly. And through a series of trial and errors, many errors and a few successes, we came up with what eventually became the Euphrates, which is on our menu at World Flats. And then once that kind of took off with our friends encouraged us. They said, wow, this tastes amazing, tastes like meat, et cetera, et cetera. I started expanding into, why don't we put mahamara on lavash? And why don't I put Mexican bean spread on lavash? And so it kind of grew from that. So really all the inspiration was from lahmacun.
Nvair, when I look at some of the images of these, I don't call it lahmacun, I don't call it pizza. I would call it Nvair's flat world. I don't know what else to call it, but the names is very impressive. Roma, Athena, Euphrates, Yerevan, Aleppo, Mandar. Where did you get these names?
Well, drawing from being a history nerd, really drawing from the fact that agriculture and man and women planting seeds and having them thrive in different regions, food is very regional. So certain things grow better in certain topographies, certain water sources, certain sun sources. And that's why lentils and chickpeas are ubiquitous throughout the Near East. Aleppo pepper comes from Aleppo. The sun, the rain, the amount of water it gets, the soil it comes from. So we didn't want to really name anything in a national way because countries' borders always change. But throughout history, it's named either after bodies of water, ancient names of bodies of water, ancient cities, and regions. Like, for instance, lahmacun in Arabic means meat on bread. So you can't be a vegetarian institution and call something meat on bread. So lentils are native to the Fertile Crescent. The Euphrates, many different backgrounds claim the Euphrates as theirs, and in honor of our background and our people, we named the lentil-based and the lahmacun Euphrates. The Mandarin, which we call the Mandarin, which is inspired by mushu pork, we wanted to call it the mushu, and then in doing research and saying mushu in Mandarin Chinese means pork on bread. So we can't call it pork on bread if it's vegetarian. So we called it the region of Mandarin. So it kind of goes, that's how we came up with those names.
With like I know half of the Armenian community has already been there. Now we hope the other half will watch this. And, your life has been anything but flat, Nvair. I've known you, you've been so active. And I don't know where you got this name, but what is the drive? What really do we need as a drive in the person to get into this business, or any business really? You're really a very self-driven.
It's about taking an idea. We all talk about ideas. I mean, listen, we've had hundreds of ideas. I'm sure. This one happened to come together in a way, particularly it's about team building. It's about building a team. It's about, certainly my partner in life, who complements me in many ways, my husband Zadeh. He takes care of the legal end, the financial end. I take care of the publicity. Beautiful. And also, driving the message. And we were fortunate to bring on board a chef who actually has a very strong meat background. He is a meat specialist. Who better than a meat specialist to come up with, to add to the recipes that I developed, to add toppings that would speak to the omnivore, not just vegetarians. His name is Luigi Tripodi, and he comes from a varied background, has a lot of chef experience, just as much experience as I have with Armenian culture, Luigi has with culinary culture. So, and then also partnering with Rutgers Food Innovation, and partnering with our marketing guy who Jason DeLessi of Parev Strategies, who actually I was drawn to through my political life. So it really just everything came together. And then of course, support of friends and family, support of investors who believed in this and who believe in us, to be part of this journey with us. And then the support of friends and family who come often, if you enjoy, and I don't just say this about our restaurant, particularly about this time, if you enjoy local restaurants, go often. Go often, support them so that they'll be there next year. This has been a very tough year for many restaurants. And support them, place orders online, pick up in person. Only order delivery when you absolutely have to, because they take a big chunk out of the restaurant's profit, not just out of your pocket. Use the delivery services, but use them sparingly.
I was checking your website, and you also have takeout. You deliver.
Yeah, well, we will be launching delivery. We do deliver large catering orders. We do that. When I say large catering orders, it can be anything from 10 flats to hundreds and hundreds of flats. We can accommodate any catering order. But right now we order online and take out. You can order online and eat in, or you can order in person, come into the store. A flat is ready from beginning to end in less than 5 minutes. It really is quick service. And we're proud of that we can give fresh, flavorful food in a very quick, nothing fried, except one of our desserts are fried.
It's so easy to find a place, 193 South Route 17. I remember that, it's so easy. And it's like the center of the universe because it's so metropolitanly located. Paramus, Route 17, we all know. Anything in closing, Nvair?
We're opposite. We're in a strip mall along with Remax and You Break I Fix. And across the way is a big Chevy dealer with a big American flag, and Raymore and Flanagan. We're right next door to the Wild Bird store. but come by and say hello. If you have my cell phone number, text me, say you're coming to make sure I'm there. We love to see everybody, and we love to take selfies and post them with everybody, with friends who come in.
Hopefully in the near future, people will identify their business. We are next to World Flats, So hopefully everything will blossom, and I'm sure it will. We wish you the best.
Thank you. We do have plans of opening in Westwood, right in the historic district. So that'll be our next location, and then we'll be opening 5 locations within the next 2 years.
I'm sorry, I did not hear that. Can you repeat? You're opening more locations?
Well, our next location will be open by the fall in Westwood, and then another 3 after that within the next 18 months after that.
Abris.
So stay tuned.
I don't know what else to say. Abris.
We're having a lot of fun. We're having a lot of fun. We have a great team, great staff, and I'm not masked right now because there's nobody in the store, but as soon as I get up from here, I'll be masked.
Nvair, all the best to you, and we definitely will come and visit you again. We'll bring friends too.
Thank you, Vartan. Thank you so much. Always a pleasure.
Enjoy.
Thank you for joining us on Parev TV. We will be in touch and hope that you will be in touch too. We'll see you next time.